Hello, and thanks for tuning in for another episode of Bush Buddha. You know, maybe you're just getting started in bush flying. Maybe you just like some fresh new ideas, even as a grizzled vet. Well, these are the bush trips I return to time and time again. But let us know your top three down in the comments. Today I'm flying the X-Cub Extreme SS by Easy Mods. The link will be in the description. Time to make the donuts. Let's go. First up, we have Cheat Island, PZ52 in Ralsburg, West Virginia. This is a real airstrip. It also hosts a fly-in twice a year in real life that draws people from all over. And once you fly this airstrip, you'll see why. It's an add-on. It is available by Photos by Kev for free, or Parallel 42 makes a great pay version. It's gorgeous. All of West Virginia and the Allegheny Mountains are gorgeous and picturesque. There's rivers, there's mountains, incredible countryside, a cool bridge with some great textures. The airstrip itself, there's two of them. This one here now, and then up to the left is a long bent one, but great airstrip. Next up is Brooks Lake Lodge WYB0. This is part of a 3-pack of fictional but really good airstrips near Jackson Hole, Wyoming by the Duke Nukem on flightsim.to. It's free. Well worth the download. The lodge itself is real. The airstrip is imagined. It is a jaw-dropping area. It feels like a huge stadium playground, actually. There's a lake, there's mountains, there's great elevation changes, there's great off-site landing spots, and there's some runs down through the trees that you can get low, and it is just, you're smiling from ear to ear. An outstanding area nearby that you can fly to is Alpine. It is a really good regional airport. It feels like Switzerland. It's just one of my favorites. You won't be disappointed. This stunning airport is CD32. It's called Castle Lakes. It's near Lake City, Colorado. True story. Mrs. Bush Buddha and I were out a few years ago in Colorado, and I just sort of took this mysterious detour. She didn't know where I was going. 2 hours later, we get to Castle Lakes. I took photos. It is just a beautiful area. A little hard to see the airport from the highway, but I got there. It's a beautiful area in the Rocky Mountains. It's a short flight to Silverton and 27 short miles to one of my favorite regional airports, and that's Telluride. It's surrounded by mountains, a beautiful lake to the northeast, and the strip itself is nestled in 6 to 7 ponds, I'm guessing. I love Colorado. Big Creek U60. How do you pick the best bush airport in an area full of the best bush airports? That's what I did here. I think you'll love it. It's in the Payette National Forest, which is about 14 miles from Yellow Pine. Those of you that know that is another legend as far as bush trips go. There's a free version on flightsim.to from the username MiloSense. This is the creative mesh version. Get a little bit more detail, some buildings, some cars. I think it comes alive and might be worth the upgrade. It's close to the Frank Church Wilderness that lays to the east and has a lot of airstrips. That is the largest federally managed wilderness area in the United States outside of Alaska. You may recognize it in some of my other videos. There's a reason for it. Tieton State 4S6, one of my favorites. Actually was flying solo when I first got flight sim. Ran into a group flight that was headed here. I kind of tagged along from a distance just to see where they were going. They landed here, and I've been coming here ever since. It's about 25 miles from Yakima, Washington, in the Pacific Northwest, right amongst the Cascades. You've got Mount Rainier, Mount Adams, Mount St. Helens. You can't go wrong. They're all nearby. It's just a cereal bowl of beauty. There's a lake, there's mountains, surrounded by other great airstrips. You can get a free version from Concertilio on flightsim.to, but I'll have the link in the description below so you won't have to rely on my pronunciation of slaughtering his name. Chances are, if you log into the East server, you're going to see me here once a day at least. John Harris Field, AR-05. I know what you're thinking, AR. Yeah, Arkansas. Don't discount it. This is part of the Ozark Mountains. It's a bluff airstrip. It's near Sulphur Springs, Arkansas. It's got 2 strips that run kind of a cross pattern. It's a private field that's in the sim by default, but it has an improved version you can download from flightsim.to from Captain Hawkeye. It really makes a big difference. It adds a strip, adds the bluffs and the cliffs on the front. I like it. It's unique. The elevation messes with you a little bit. Just when you think you're greasing your landings, try a few here and see if you're still doing it. That's the true test. It's got some great views. It's a fun place to practice landings overall. It's a good area to explore. There's Mount Nebo, flies under the radar over to the east, and the Ozark Mountains are close by. There's even a cooling tower for a nuclear power plant that you can see from the airstrip. It's kind of freaky. Last but certainly not least is Wilding Farm, 6WA5. Now this is one small private airstrip that is in a beautiful area that's got a ton of great airstrips for bush flying. This is part of Wookiee 042 on flightsim.to's free San Juan Islands pack. It's a must. It really is a must. Out of all the airstrip downloads, this is one of the best ones in my opinion. It's in one of the best areas. There's water, lots of it from the Gulf of Georgia. Great strips everywhere. You could literally start at one end of the San Juan Islands and fly and practice landing all day. See me water skiing a little bit here. Don't miss Orcas Island. That is a great regional airstrip that does have concrete or asphalt, but it's one of the best ones too. Wilding Farm, must see, must fly. And there you have it. 7 of our greatest bush strips in the lower 48. Now, look, I know we didn't even touch on Alaska. We didn't touch on Papua New Guinea, Europe. There is plenty to explore, and we will. I'm a new channel. I appreciate your support. If this was something you enjoyed, hit that like button maybe. Subscribe if you want to ride along with us in the future. Thanks for your support. I love this. It's been a lot of fun, and we'll keep doing it. Thanks.